Vicky here with you, and I'm here to do a little album flip through. I did a journal using an old Reader's Digest book, and I was able to keep the spine and everything intact, and I really love those covers, so I didn't want to do too much on them, and I left it pretty much as it was. I just added some corners to here in the back and some eyelets so that I could do the closure. And here I've put a big brad that I think is really cool with this. And the closure idea I got from Stitch by Julia, and as well I think Ina Salisbury also mentioned something similar to this. So, and I kind of adapted it for my own by doing it this way so that it opens like this. I figured depending on how thick, if the person that purchased this, because this is going to be in my Etsy store, so the person that purchased this might add extra stuff, so they might like to have the extra length on this. Also, one of my big inspiration is Ephemera's Garden, so I look at her stuff a lot, and that is also a big inspiration for me. So a lot of the stuff that I put in here is from Graphic Fairies. When you're part of the membership, you can get you can use all their tags and whatever, and use them for resale as well as for your own personal use. And it's not that much, and it's really a good place to purchase some digis. So I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. But there's wonderful bundles, really wonderful. Also, I've stitched, and you can see here, I've stitched a lot of the items that I've put in, so that I like the look of the stitching as well as the durability of it. And I've also distressed all the pages with old paper distress ink. So there's lots of place for journaling. Here's a tag made from Graphic Fairy, and you can journal on the back. And I've used a lot of the items that came from the set of paper that I use as well. Here I stamped some lines. I thought it was interesting. Some ledger paper. Here's another little pocket with another little tag, and you can open it up. And here I've used an envelope, and that's where I got the idea from Ephemera's Garden. She put the envelope inside out, and I thought this was really cool to be able to see the security envelope, so that's what I did. And here I've used one of the tags from the set that I sell in my Etsy store, so I've used that one here. More place to journal. Cute little tag, a little time card, and I've put some lines in between so you can journal on it. Here I've put some lace and a little card. I've used a lot of this here was from the set of paper that I used here, but this is from Project Life, so I use a lot of those. Here's a little Project Life card. I punch a hole in it and put a little eyelash ribbon in it. I've also, the Reader's Digest book that I use had a lot of pictures in it, and I really like being able to use some of what I've took apart and put it back in the book. So throughout the book there's some images that come from the book, so I kind of think it's kind of neat to have them popping here. What I did that's completely new as well is I did a little paper clip here, but what's different is I've added a little charm on it. So I've made a set for this album, and I've also made a special set that's going to be in my Etsy store, so if you're interested you can go and check it out. It's a set of 5. So more Graphic Fairies items. This one too. And what I did as well is I added some bookmarks that are part of the signature. So I think it's kind of neat that you can tuck it in. You've got more space here. This I left blank because I thought somebody could write on it, but there's also a tuck spot behind it. Here I put this here and it opens up. Whoops. So somebody can journal in it and just put it back in, and you can journal, of course, on top of this as well. This is another image that came from the book, and I used my die cuts to kind of showcase them. Another tag from Graphic Fairies. More Project Life items. I added a little butterfly. I thought it was cool, and I did this with some of my die cuts. One more little paper clip with a little charm. More lace. Here you've got two spaces that you can use to put some items in there. See this one and this one? I put it here because I thought it was kind of neat to see the design through it. This I left blank because it's already lined, and I thought it was kind of neat. So you can see there's lots of journaling space. Here I did a little doily. Whoops. Little doily with a little circle inside and a little card as well. Tucked here. And on the other side there's another little tuck spot. I thought those birds were really cute. And I added another little Project Life card. Here's more Graphic Fairy stuff. And here's another one of my little paper clip with the charm. It moves, of course. And here you can journal on here. You can put this behind. You could also tuck something here. Here's another space. And I've put here this to define all the signatures. So the different signatures have these edges to them. Here's another little paper clip. And here I've used a piece of the paper as a journaling space. Thought it was kind of nice. And I did little tabs here so that it's easier to pick up from the envelope. More journaling space. Another tag that I have in my Etsy store, and this here is also an image that came from the book, so I thought it was really cute here. There I stamped. Here's another little paper clip, and here I put a little tag behind. Here's another little doily with a little tag, and you got the one behind. Here this doesn't open, but here it does, so you can pull this out. Kind of like the way it looks right now. Here's another little space. And here behind, I used one of my library cards. Was very lucky to be able to find those, and so I've been using them in my projects sometimes. So I use one of them here. I have a set as well for sale, and you can pull it out. I thought it was kind of neat to put it in the back of this, and I've used one of my little embellishments with the clock, and this one says, "The bad news is time flies. The good news, you're the pilot." So I think this is really neat. And in the front and in the back, I've reused the first and the last page of the book. I kind of like the fact that I'm reusing part of the initial book. So this is the back, and as you can see, the eyelets are hidden. You don't see them here, and here they are. So you just close this off just like so, and tuck this in. Okay. And here it is. So this is my book. I hope this has inspired you the way that the folks that I watch inspire me. If you did like this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go and check out my Etsy store for all the stuff that I shown you through this book. And see you soon, guys. Bye.